I'm about to blanch collards so that I can make some collard wraps for dinner. And this is for my salad today. I'm gonna have all speckles lettuce because it's going to bolt, and so I want hold on. Yeah, that's not gonna work out. Yeah, I'm not gonna be having the salad today. So what had happened was the lettuce has gone to bolt, and it tastes like it's gone to bolt, so it's pretty bitter right now. Anywho, I'm going to have to toss this. And what I really wanted to do on camera anyway was taste my tomato, because this is the second tomato that I've harvested from my patio plant. I figured it gave me the perfect size tomatoes. You can see it's much larger than a cherry. It's almost the size of a normal tomato. And I want to taste it because I tasted the last one. It was pretty bland. It wasn't very flavorful. So let me try this one. This one, because of the other one was bland and not flavorful, I let this ripen a little bit longer. And you can see it's really rich and red. Yes. 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 So I'll be taking seeds from this tomato right here for next year for my patio tomato plant. Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm gonna get some seeds right now, because after I get my seeds, I'm gonna eat the shit out of this. I just blanched the collards. I have a little bit of cold water here that I'm going to put them in. I'm going to flip them. Pour this water out because it's warm now, and put more cold water in. So this is what they now look like. Very deep green. And just so you know, when I'm cooking my greens and I have the stems that I don't use, I use the stems in my, so these are now collard and kale stems, and these will go in my next green juice because there's still nutrients in the stems and they juice just fine, and so there's no waste, you know, because I don't have chickens nor my composting to extremes. And so this still gives me a way to still not be wasteful while I'm also eating nutritiously. Same thing goes for like mint, stevia, and cilantro. These are herbs that, and basil, these are herbs that when I'm juicing them, I just go ahead and throw the stems in as well. Since I always make a mess of the kitchen when cooking, I'm just gonna have to talk you through what I did. Here I made my infamous tomato sauce. I have a video on it. Since I have a tendency to make a huge mess of the kitchen, I'm going to have to talk you through what I did with my collard wraps. Okay, but it's going to turn out great, obviously. In this pan, I sauteed some red onion, garlic, just a little curly kale, basil, with some ground turkey. I sprinkled it with Parmesan cheese. Take the meat mixture, line it with some of the rice. I'm also going to put some pineapple sage into my meat mixture. I didn't want to put it in till the last minute because I like all the flavor of the pineapple, the fresher flavor of the pineapple sage. So I have the stems. I told you I use those for juicing. This is the ruby purple basil I used. Here is the meat mixture lined on one of the collard wraps. So I'm going to also line that with some rice. Top it with my tomato sauce. Then slice up some green onions on top with mozzarella. And for the record, I came back and corrected this. I know better than this. You don't put the meat directly in the center when you're rolling a wrap. You put it more so on one end than the other when making wraps. So this is what they look like rolled and ready to be laced with sauce and ovenated. Okay folks, this is what they look like, all laced with the meat mixture and rice. My next step is to soak them in the homemade tomato sauce. Put them in the oven. It's a preheated oven, a preheated oven. And then in about 15 minutes, I'm going to take it out and lace that sauce with mozzarella and green onions and purple basil. Let me make it pretty. So I'll show you that before it goes into the oven. Unless we save it for tomorrow, because hubby just texted me and said he's bringing food. So I didn't have to cook. Because I'm so spoiled. But this can be saved for tomorrow too. But I'll show you whether I end up showing you today or tomorrow. I'll show you what they look like once I've sauced them up and cooked them.